I'm always thinking. I had an accident once, and um, I was flying a paraglider, and I fall on the ground 80 meters high, and I fall and I flat on my shoulders, and I broke my pelvis and a few ribs, and I went straight to the hospital. And when we have an accident like that, we are super sensitive about everything, so everything counts. You hear every sound, every attention. And I remember this nurse, while I was in how do you say this, extensive care. She was checking on me. She was, "Are you okay?" And that was a blessing. I felt it was so important. It made me feel so good. I was like, I needed that love. I needed that appreciation right at that moment. And also, we were speaking about contrast of love. When I was up in my room in the next few days, there was another nurse. She was just doing her job, and just nothing else but a job. So she came and she was moving me around a little bit roughly, and I felt so annoyed, and I said I'd never want her to touch me again. So she really created a very big discomfort, because she didn't care. She just did whatever she needed to do, and she didn't do it with care. And so other nurses were also very patient and attentionate, and it makes a whole difference. So that's why I'm saying, I'm speaking about hospital, retirement homes too. I don't know if I could work in retirement homes. I mean, that takes a lot of energy to work every day and taking care of all elder. And we can talk about retirement homes, but also can talk about daycares. I mean, patience and love and appreciation for all these kids, or just want to get crazy. As you can see on both ends, there is a lot to learn. And I want to go back to nature as well, because I'm always thinking of dogs. I'm a dog lover, and I think dogs are just the expression of love on four legs. They're just always happy. They come to see you. They're always winging their tail, and they're always, bringing a lot of love. Even you get angry at them at some point, they forget for the next day. They're in the moment. They are really in the moment, and they bring you love all the time. So it's just a beautiful expression of love. And when I say in products and in business, you might be surprised. Why do we find love in product and in business? If you think about it, all the product that we are surrounded with are the design of serving our society in order to improve whatever situation we're in. So whether it's a chair, whether it's a car, whether it's a plane, whether it's a service, they're all there to make us feel better. So it's an act of love. Yes, you exchange energy, which is money, but it's an act of love. So creating a business around any product, it's an act of love, because we serving basically the organization and people and humanity and society. So love is everywhere. Yes, love is in the air as well. So now they're all forms of love. There are different forms of love and different intensity as well. So you have the love of your parents, love of children, love of your partners, love of humanity, love of pets, spiritual love, nature, chocolate. I need to mention that because I'm from Switzerland originally, so chocolate is an important part of my life, and it's so delicious. Dark chocolate, of course. Food, yes, how delicious. We're so lucky to be able to appreciate. And me, I have been traveling the world and love to discover all kind of foods around the world. It's so precious, makes you feel good. You have a lot of endorphins released as well. So food is beautiful to experience. I speak about power, and I'm talking more about the power of love. But some people need also power to feel love. So usually they use their power in order to feel love. And you can be also love of the organization you're in. Love of sports, of course. Love of traveling. I mean, there's some people who are passionate about sports. I come back to sports because imagine for being in the Olympics, you got to love what you do. You got to love your sport, to do it every day passionately. I would say this is passion. So I have a lot of respect for top athletes who are working so hard to make to reach the level they're reaching. Love of travel, love of movies, love of books, love of art. Art, the form of art. There are so many different forms of art, but for the love of art, we are enjoying life more. Love of people, that's my love. One of my main love of people. I love people. I think it's every individual is so precious and unique, and have vibrated a unique level of love, which is so incredible. Of course, you have your hobbies. Some people love their cars, and they identify with their cars as well. Love of fame and being famous, love of money. Some people are really passionate, would do anything for money. So you see, love has different expression, different intensity, different way to be associated with. And so here are some example of the feelings that we associate with this love. So affection is a feeling of tenderness and waiting for physical closeness, but we also have this attachment. So I personally don't think it's a good thing to be attached, but sometimes you need that to go over some realization and then to detach from it. But there are many associations. I don't say I agree with that with attachment, but at least it's there. They exist. Altruism is also a selfless and unselfish concern for another. This is a beautiful expression of love. And you have also reciprocation. As I said before, the more you reciprocate, the more you get back. So a wonderful expression and association of love. Emotional intimacy, of course. This is without saying. I forgot the commitment, a desire to maintain love. This is not always easy, because when there is love in a relationship, how do you maintain that? It's diffused with time because we get used to each other, and so the commitment to really put effort or be creative around love and be able to manifest it at any time, and that can be manifested in spirituality, can be manifested in a relationship or at work or in anything. The commitment to make sure that you can stand it for a long time, or you can continue to diffuse your love is not always easy, but it's an association for sure. Of course, the friendship and the passion. If you have the passion that you can wholehearted desire, this is such an important part of love. Just we can live in love, which is just a relaxing way of being, or you can live with a lot of passion and involvement, and it makes a whole difference for the people who receive and for yourself, because you vibrate, your level of vibration is much higher. Now, kinship, of course, the family bonds is a very strong love. The relationship we have with our families are usually the longest relationship we ever have, if it's not a dysfunctional family that doesn't last for very long. But typically, we know our sibling and parents the longest. So the love that we have developed is unique. So it creates this amazing bonding. And the physical intimacy, we talk about that, I believe. So yes, and there are different levels of love that you can express in the physical intimacy, but it's not the topic of today. But I have another chance to talk about that one day. The self-interest, desiring reward. It's we often forget to really reward ourselves for who we are and for our achievement or for anything we do. We just think, we take it for okay, I could do better, I could bring more. It's very important to stop and say, okay, I'm going to really enjoy this moment and reward myself. And while we reward ourselves, we get to appreciate and smell the roses. And of course, services are just a way to express love. And like I was saying before, yes, the more you service, the more pleasure you have. So now let's see about, I wanted to also share with you, the love is most common theme, and it expressed in all form of art, but in music and writing, this is where it comes most. So I'm going to introduce you now to some other concept.